All right, good Tuesday morning, everyone. First Alert Meteorologist Eric Burke. Thanks for joining us at 10:30 for your weather extra. I missed you yesterday. Heather had a doctor's appointment. That was the reason that I was not doing weather extra, but appreciate all your viewership. She's doing great still. Thank you for everyone that's been following along and keeping up the encouraging words and everything. But what we've got on the radar right now, it's just kind of a dreary day, overcast skies. Stepped out for a minute to get some gas across the street and just a little bit of mist and drizzle. We're dealing with low cloud cover. We're expecting more scattered showers and storms as we go through the afternoon into the evening, but right now it's just rainfall, just enough to kind of make you want to stay inside today. Excellent sleeping weather. I know some of you in Franklin, Colbert, Lauderdale County early this morning woke up to some rain showers and some rumbles of thunder, but we are expecting a bit more coverage of the rain and storms probably than what we saw yesterday. Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis was tracking those storms. Didn't have any severe thunderstorm warnings yesterday, and we're kind of expecting a pretty similar day today. Maybe can't rule out a marginally severe storm with some gusty winds, lightning, and locally heavy rainfall, but I don't really see a hail threat with this today as these storms continue to push through and move off to the north and east. So for the rest of the day, if you're heading out, run some errands, grab the umbrella, the raincoat with the hood, whatever keeps you protected from the rain, you'll want to have it with you as we are expecting additional rounds of showers and storms. But we've got some drier days coming on that 10-day forecast, and I'll go over all that coming up. But if you go into parts of Lauderdale County, just over the state line, out toward Collinwood, for example, heading into Lawrence County and eventually Giles County, this is just light to maybe moderate rainfall, a little heavier rain over the state line south and west of you in Collinwood. Heading down into parts of Colbert as well as Franklin County here, this is going to be west of 43, little cluster of rainfall. Couple lighter showers and near Phil Campbell, for example, pushing into Lawrence County as well as Morgan County. And this is just kind of tracking from the southwest off to the northeast. And that is the direction of the breeze that we have today. Actually, that nice little wind, it helps a little bit with the humidity. Wind is out of the southwest. Could see some gusts about 20 to 25. And those aren't storm-related winds. Those are just your general gradient wind gusts that we're looking at. And then look off to the west into parts of northern Mississippi here. More rain showers and just tracking off to the east. So these are some of the clusters of rain and storms that we'll be dealing with as we go through the rest of your morning into the afternoon. One place that saw some decent rainfall here this morning, go out on our Fly HSV Delta camera. Wilson Lake, Wilson Dam, looking nice as always. A little bit cloudy, overcast. If you look at the road going over the dam itself, the pavement is wet, and that's just because you saw some rainfall earlier. Hasn't had a chance to fully dry out yet. But looking at that storm timeline for today, again, these storms not likely to become severe, but still capable of the gusty winds, heavy rain, the lightning, all the threats that we've been talking about, what it feels like has been weeks. Haven't had too many dry days around these parts, but those showers and storms becoming a bit more scattered to maybe even numerous in nature as we go through the late afternoon into the evening. I think we'll actually see a pretty decent dry stretch coming late tonight through tomorrow morning, hopefully through tomorrow afternoon before we see another cluster of storms coming in for your Wednesday evening. This is hands down going to be the coolest day that we see for a long time, and a lot of that just has to do with the cloud cover, some of the mist and drizzle that we have. Temperatures might not even hit 80 degrees in a few places. It all depends on how long the clouds stick around and how much rain-cooled air we see. But 1034 for us to only be in the mid to upper 70s, I don't think too many people will complain about it. I'm just saying this is going to be the coolest day. We've got a lot of heat and humidity to deal with as we go into this coming weekend, the first weekend of the summer season. Looking at your dew point here, probably the muggiest day we've seen, at least for the mid to late morning hours. Low to mid 70s for that dew point. It's that air you could wear. You see that dark green on the dew point map, and that's how you know it's very uncomfortable. I mentioned those winds, south-southwesterly, about 10 miles to 12 miles per hour sustained. Some of the gusts not associated with storms could be in that 15 to maybe up to 25 mile per hour range, so pretty breezy. I looked at some of our cameras in the studio before I headed back here to do Weather Extra, and some of the cameras did have that little bit of a shake to them too, and that wind will probably stay with us. That breeze, if you will stay with us through about sunset. So high temperatures could probably lower the high today. I think I was going with 84, but probably seeing upper 70s to low 80s. It's really dependent on just how much of that rain cooled air we actually see spreading across the area. And if we do see any breaks in the clouds, even just a peak of sun could easily boost our temperature about 2 to 3 degrees here as we go through the rest of the afternoon. So I know I mentioned scattered to numerous rain showers and storms through the afternoon and the evening today. Should get that break overnight. Maybe a few showers to start off the day on Wednesday morning, but I think a big portion of the day on Wednesday will actually be without rain and storms. I think we're partly, maybe mostly cloudy. High temperatures warmer because we'll actually see some of that June sunshine, but warming up into the upper 80s. It's late tomorrow evening, overnight into Thursday morning. We could get a wave of rain and storms coming in as we go through that Wednesday night, Thursday morning time frame. Thursday storms should pretty much be through the afternoon, just kind of scattered daytime heating type variety storms, high of 87. And we're mostly dry by Friday, but let's look at your hour by hour forecast for today. Now, I showed you the radar, so the model's doing a so-so job, not so much on the coverage, but at least picking up on where the showers and storms are. As we go closer to lunchtime here at 2:30, we still just have temperatures in the mid-70s to low 80s, depends on how fast that rain and storm activity moves through. But as we go through the afternoon, this activity will now be along and mainly east of I-65, pushing closer to Sand Mountain there through the evening commute. Behind that, we are anticipating some wraparound showers possible this evening, but by 9 o'clock this evening, I think a lot of us are dry. Maybe a stray shower or sprinkle, rumble of thunder, but not expecting anything strong to severe by any means. And this model run is a lot drier for the morning hours tomorrow. When I showed this during the morning newscast, it was a bit more kind of widespread, at least as far as light to moderate showers go. But it looks like we're just going to see maybe some sprinkles there through the morning commute. Cloud cover starts to push in. We get into the mid to late morning hours, hinting at maybe a shower or two, but a lot of dry hours coming through the day on Wednesday. Drier than what we had yesterday. We're still expecting some pop-up showers and storms into the afternoon and evening, just kind of scattered garden variety daytime heating. Still potential for some lightning, gusty winds, and heavy rainfall. And then we go into Wednesday night, and notice how that big line of storms starts to track in as we go through Wednesday evening, overnight into Thursday morning. Now, this is a slightly different solution than what it was thinking earlier, where it keeps some rain around for the mid to late morning hours there on Thursday. Should get a break by the afternoon, so that looks good too. We'll kind of take a look at a more broad perspective of things here. This is again tomorrow morning. Chance at some showers there. Mostly sunny, partly cloudy. We start to heat up. Pop-up showers, maybe a few storms developing tomorrow afternoon into the evening, but this is just so hard to pinpoint the when and where. I actually think this model is doing a pretty decent job picking up on some of the scattered rain and storm coverage. That's the feature that I wanted to show you for late Wednesday evening, potentially into Thursday morning. This will start to push through, maybe some lingering showers into early Thursday. Things will kind of be wet, very humid day, but it does keep a lot of the day, Thursday, at least through late morning, afternoon, pretty dry. Almost looks like it's trying to sweep a front through the area. And as that front comes in, hopefully high pressure starts to build in behind that. That brings us drier skies, more sunshine, and then we've got to talk about the heat and the humidity. Friday is the first day of summer, the first weekend of summer. We're forecasting mid-90s, so that's what's looming. We get rid of the rain and storms by the weekend, but we do turn up the heat and humidity too. Forecast rainfall, just to give you kind of a general idea of what we're looking at as far as showers and storms. Rainfall amounts, quarter to half an inch, could be half an inch to an inch or more. Now this is all the way through Thursday, so today, Wednesday, and Thursday. There were severe storms out in the Central Plains, parts of Kansas, Nebraska, into Oklahoma. They had a wild tornado. Saw some video of that out in parts of Oklahoma. I believe it was the Somerset area there in Nebraska, yesterday. Saw that on social media. We just have these kind of general showers and storms pushing through. Still a chance through the afternoon, evening that we do see a stronger storm with the gusty wind, rain, and lightning threat. But this forecast is just so repetitive, I'm almost getting tired talking about it. I feel like I say the same thing to you every single day. 72 overnight tonight, mostly cloudy and humid, stray shower or storm into the morning, potentially affecting parts of that morning commute on Wednesday. For the day tomorrow, Partly mostly cloudy, temperatures in the mid-80s, a large portion of the day on Wednesday. Dry, maybe a stray shower or storm by the afternoon, but I think the greater threat for rain and storm starts to come in by that Wednesday evening, overnight into Thursday time frame. Thursday bringing more scattered showers and storms. Hot, humid day there for Juneteenth, mid to upper 80s, probably feeling like mid 90s. Summer starts, the solstice for summer, 9:42 p.m. there on Friday, and we're officially in the summer season. We've got Rock the South weekend down in Coleman. If you're heading out, bring water, drink lots of water. I'm not sure what the bring water rules are. So many of these outside concerts and venues have different stipulations as what you could bring in, what you can't bring in. But hydration is going to be important because the heat index will probably be 99 to 105 degrees. And if you're out there listening to the music, the concerts and everything at Rock the South, it's going to start to wear on you, especially if there's minimal shade out there. I've never been personally. I hear great things about the whole setup down there, but just something to consider. And then we've got low to mid 90s for the rest of that 10-day forecast. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. Scattered showers and storms through the day today. I think we see some sprinkles for tomorrow morning. Big portion of the day tomorrow will be dry. Tomorrow evening, that cluster of storms comes in, potentially all the way through early Thursday morning. And then Thursday afternoon, potential for some pop-up showers and storms. Hot and humid stretch. Heat index probably 100 plus degrees for Saturday and Sunday. So that's going to do it for Weather Extra on this Tuesday. I'll be on Tennessee Valley Living with Peyton Walker at 11 a.m. with the latest on the radar, and of course your newscast at noon with Gina Benitez. So thank you for your time on this Tuesday. Appreciate you guys as always. Meteorologist Jeff DeNoyer will be taking over for me. Mentioned this over the weekend, got a golf tournament, so I'm off for a couple of days. Hopefully playing some decent golf and hoping for some dry weather myself. Selfishly hoping for no rain or storms the next several days. So thank you guys as always. Have a good Tuesday and join us for TVL and your news at noon.